Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use to help me solve this and just narrate what they're doing in it, okay? Because it'll actually change the thing. So to begin with, all three of these A and C, all three of these things here are going to change the numbers on this table. And therefore, down at the bottom, it means after all this stuff has happened, what is going to be the short run average cost of 10 paddles? Well, before all this stuff happens, the short run average cost of 10 paddles is just going to be, right, the total cost, the short run average cost. So they're saying total cost, right? Before all that happened would just be 300 divided by 10, and that'd be $30, right? But they're saying that these things are going to change with all these different, well, with these three different things here. So let me use to help me solve this, like I said, just because it actually shows the change in the table. So we're starting out here. We've got the variable cost, and that's just from the labor, right? And then what does it say? It says $50 a day, I think. Consider the paddle company shown in the table below, where all costs and outputs are in dollars and paddles per day, yeah, respectively. Okay, so this is what we start out with. But now each step we take as we continue through the help me solve this, they're going to do number or letter A first, and then B, and then C. Okay, so let's do A first. So A says your opportunity costs change from $50 a day to $150 a day, while each additional worker continues to cost $50 a day. So the first worker, which is you, they say that your time is worth $150 a day now, and so that is the cost, the variable cost for that first worker, which is you. Every other worker is just $50 a day. So as you add another worker, you're going to add another $50 a day to that total variable cost. Okay. I shouldn't really say total, but yeah, it's a variable cost, for that amount of labor and output. Okay. So this reflects the change. So before this said 50 here, and then it increased to 100 because it was $50 more than that, and then 150 and so on. But now it starts out at 150 because you are worth 150 a day, but every other worker you hire is only worth $50 a day because that's all you're paying them. Okay. So 150 to 200 to 250 and so on. Okay. So that changes this variable cost. And anytime you change the variable cost, it's going to change the total cost, right? Because total cost is fixed cost plus the variable cost. Okay. And then this one's not great because it doesn't tell you where the fixed cost comes from. But when they ask you this question, I guess they're assuming that you'll deduce that the fixed cost comes from the interest that you're paying on that 365, right? That $365,000 investment. Okay, so the interest rate on your $365,000 investment for your workshop falls from 10% to 5%. Okay. So what you would have gotten if you just put that 365 in an investment, so basically your opportunity cost here, you were losing 10%, but now you're only losing 5%. Okay. So now your fixed cost goes down from, and this is per day. So you have to divide that by 365 days, right? So per day. So it goes down from $100 before, because that was 10%, right? To $50, because now it's only 5% of $365,000 divided by 365 per day. That might be part of the confusion too. So that's when you change the fixed cost, right? So the fixed cost is always the fixed cost. So per day it's $50. So again, when we change the fixed cost, that's going to change our total costs, right? So that changes as we add these across, right? We're gonna have to update this total cost because we used to have hundreds here, and now we only have 50. Okay, so that changes the table that way. And then the last thing, it says each workforce now produces double the output. So if the first worker was producing 1 unit of output, now, well, you're the first worker, so it should be she for you, right? All right, he or she is now producing 2 units of output. The following reflects the change to output. Okay, so instead of 1, we have 2, instead of 5, we have 10, and so on, right? And so now the question asks you, what is the average total cost right, of producing 10 output. Well, if we produce 10, right? We go to 10, we get 250 in the total cost. So average per unit, right? The average total cost, which is cost per unit, is 250 divided by 10, which is 25. So put that in. 25. And yep, enough. There it goes. So hopefully that helps. If not, email me again and ask me even more specific questions. All right.